What's up, everybody? Today we're going to be doing a crankbait breakdown of each type of crankbait, when to use them, and how they work. Let's get into it. So first off, we're going to start with the square bill crankbait. Obviously, it has a square bill. These dive about 2 to 4 feet. They're good for your shallow cover. I like a bluegill color in this one, the 1.5, and then I like the dirty craw and clean craw, just like this one in the 2.5. This one is probably my favorite out of the patterns because it looks like a crawdad on the bottom. It stirs up stuff. It gets stuck on rocks and you pop it, it comes up, and it just looks like a crawdad. It's a very good presentation. I love it for those choppier days, those windier days when the bass are chasing. I love square bill crankbaits. Let's go to the next. All right, so the next crankbait type we have is the flat-sided crankbait. This is a Strike King chick magnet, and then this is a Rapala rattling balsa wood OG. So these are all flat-sided. They have a tighter wobble because of their rounded bill. These are good for your more finesse presentations if the fish are finicky, but they still want a crankbait. Throw these. They dive a little bit deeper than square bills, so for like edges of docks, I love them. So this is the bigger version of a flat-sided. This is a smaller version. I like to throw these on monofilament as well. So next we have the lipless crankbait. So these are very versatile. If I'm using a craw pattern, I like to go with a retrieve where you cast it out, let it sink to the bottom, let it get in the grass, rip it out very vigorously, because then you have no more grass on your crankbait and it looks more natural. Let it sink, rip it out. Let it sink, rip it out. And that triggers reaction bites. It's very useful for early spring, late summer. Then we have the shad pattern, which is just the way I fish it is I just bomb it out, let it sink, not all the way to the bottom, but then just slow reel it, and it sends off tons of vibration. Very good for those lazy summer fish. So next we have the medium diving crankbaits, like this Strike King 3XD. This is a Strike King grapple dog. These dive from anywhere from 6 to 12 feet. Very good for your deeper rock, but not too deep rock. I have right here. So if you're not familiar with those, another variation is something like a wiggle wart or a rock crawler like that. Those are very good for early spring or fall. So last but not least, we have the deep diving crankbait. These are for shell beds, big laydowns, all the stuff that's a lot deeper, obviously. So this is a 9XD. It dives about 19 feet. You can vary that by how you hold your rod tip. You can do that with all these crankbaits. But this is a very big crankbait, good for late summer. This is a 8XD. Dives a little bit shallower, but because it's a smaller profile, as you can see, that is a little bit shallower. But that is my crankbait breakdown. Hope you enjoyed it. If you liked it, click subscribe, give me a like. See you in the next one.